it. I'm emotional about it because it's effective. You know, there's a lot of scary facts out there about water, and you know, I've had people that are close to me that have been affected by bad water, and you know, I've had to really get them some purity water bottles, you know, to help them drink clean water. So for me, it's personal as well. So we can, what I'll do, I'd like to just go through page by page and just kind of explain the different tools on each page and what they mean. If that is what you want me to do, Arlene, does that sound good?
Let's just do a little role playing. I'm going to be a person that you're talking to. I think it'd be more effective because it'll kind of get some, maybe bring up some questions that wouldn't be there. Because I'm going to be a person that doesn't know anything about water. I wasn't aware that we had a problem, and so tell me, I drink tap water. I think it's pretty good. I drink bottled water. So what's in our water? So tell me the problem that I have, because I don't really realize I had a problem.
Okay. Well, basically the problem with water is, you know, in the research that I have done, bottled water is pretty much the worst water that you can drink, and that it does depend on what type, you know, the different brands, but most brands are not regulated, and so they have more contaminants in them than your tap water. And so I would definitely suggest to stay away from those. The higher end brands, they do tend to regulate those a little bit better, but of course they still have the contaminants in there, just not at a higher level because they're more regulated. Your tap water.
Yeah, I see this page here that you have, and it says what's in your water. So tell me a little bit about this page and what some of the things are on here that would help me understand more about what's in my water.
Okay, great. And you know what? That's a great lead-in to our new page. I'm sure a lot of people have kind of gone through our website, but this is a new page that we just put up this last week, and it's our microscope page. And to me, it's amazing. So what it is really to show the different size. It's a size comparison page. So what's in your water, and you saw these 4 bubbles pop up, and this is just to show you how small these bugs are. So the viruses, these are definitely the smallest of them, and you know, so you've got your pinhead here with the hair strand on there, so you can kind of see the progression here where that's going. Well, this page is created to demonstrate different sizes. So fingertip, this is one that's very interesting because you can kind of relate to the fingertip and see here when I put it up here. We wanted to find a way to really be able to go in at a microscopic level so that you can really see just how many bugs there are. So you start on the dial here, on the fingertip, or, you know, you can choose any one, but we chose the fingertip first just to show. We kind of zoom in here, and then you've got, you know, on the side, the visible to human eye. So you can see this, you can see it, and then once it hits a certain point, it's 40 microns is what you can see with the human eye. Anything that's smaller than that, you cannot see. And so we go past that point, you can start seeing the bug here. This is a protozoa, and this is one of the bigger ones. And the protozoa really means small animal, and that's where it came from, is because it's the smallest animal, but these buggers are pretty harmful. So you've got your statistics on the side. So with each click, you're going to see a new statistic on there, and as you go through bacteria, the next size bug, you'll start seeing that. This is to really show you the size of the protozoa compared to a bacteria, and then we keep going, and it'll be your parasite and then bacteria. Got those mixed up there. And then your bacteria here. Even this statistic here, 25,000 bacteria can be on the surface of your fingertip, and it can stay there for 2 months. So these are very compelling. I think as I'm showing people, this is the scariest thing to them. I mean, it's just very, wow, shocking is what I get from people. They just didn't know. They're not aware of the dangers. So here you go down to the virus, and you can see we've maximized that to 50,000 here. And so this is kind of fun also. We wanted to have something that's fun, it's entertaining, something that keeps your interest. And so this is how the dial became. So there's the fingertip, and then you can choose any of these.
Let's look at the river water because I live in the mountains.
Yeah.
I'd like to see what's there. I'd also like to see what's in my tap water.
Yep, let's see your river water here. And so it's the same kind of thing here, but you can see, so we've got this source of water. It's a little bit green here because it's a river, and then you'll just kind of go through the same thing. And river water, as you can see, it's definitely contaminated right away. And this is kind of to demonstrate, here's where you can see with your eyes. Then when you click over, just one click down to the next level, you're in a new world of, all these bugs that you had no idea that were in your water because they're invisible, that they're very harmful. So basically this is just going to go through the same kind of process on the dial, different statistics on each one. So a lot of research done here just to find all the different, the best material to place on this web page. So you'll just keep going through with your different bugs, and it shows you kind of the contamination level. River water is the worst with a lot of these things.
And Whitney, what I like is on the left side we could read what's going on, like bacteria. Coliform bacteria can be sporadic. All of this information is great.
It is, yeah. It's very helpful, I think. Definitely for me when I'm showing people, because like I said before, it's just for me, it's very exciting to show people. I like to tell as many people as I can because it's, it really is scary, and we just don't know. We don't know what's in our water, and so there's a lot of different statistics on that microscope, as you said, and they're all different. For each one, there's different statistics, so it's always new information that you're going to be seeing on this page for each one. So,
what about purity? Take us down to purity. I'd like to see now how it compares.
Okay, so we basically go through all of those and kind of see how bad our water is, and then we go to purity here.
I love that.
Yeah,
isn't that clever? I love it.
So that is our purity logo. So it's so we're going to go here, and we also have, and these are kind of selling points here when we go into purity. Okay, so here you're going to have everything purity, and you're not going to see anything in here. So you're going to keep going, and it's just going to say, have some facts about purity, removing these bugs, etc. So you'll just go through, and the further you go, the purer the water is, obviously. So you get to the end, and it's pure. And
wow.
So, this is just, hopefully we've done it in a way that is simple. We really wanted it to be simple so that, even children can jump on here and kind of, play with this dial and really grasp that theory of the bugs in the water and being so contaminated. So
yeah, Whitney, I drink a lot of bottled water. Is it as good as that purity water?
Oh, definitely not. It is
really?
Not.
How is it different? Show me.
Well, the bottled water, as you can see here, bottled water is, and anyone, okay, and let me just tell you, a lot of the research that I've done on here is through the government sites. And so, you know, my facts are based on these government sites. It's not just opinions, or it's not opinions. It's through the EPA, the EWG, NSF. You've got there's a whole list of references that I have. But so, you know, these are real facts. They really are, and that's what makes it pretty scary. Here's your bottled water. And once you cross that little threshold right there, that's when you start seeing this world of different bugs here.
Wow, look at that.
Yep, so you've got you do have your statistics on the side again. So as you just keep going, see, as you can see, they're not required to test for the cryptosporidium. And so, you know, we don't know what we're drinking. There have been cases, too, where people have been sick. One of the big ones with this guy is it got over 400,000 people sick in Milwaukee some years back, killing over 100 people.
Oh, my goodness.
And you've got your parasites and all that. So basically, you know, you can just go through and read these, and to me, that's enough. You know, when I talk to people about this and just showing them and them reading these compelling statements, that's it. They're done. They want purity. That's the end of it. You know, and I've done a lot of my own research. I've actually taken samples of the water at our work, my tap water. I get my water from a spring, a natural spring just up the canyon by where I live. So I love my spring water, and I tested it, and it did have less TDS, which is a total dissolved solids, had less than my tap water and the water at work. So I will definitely stick to that, but I still use my purity with it.
You know, I'm almost getting sick. I'm sick at my stomach looking at this stuff to think that I'm drinking it.
It's pretty scary. It's really scary to know that these things are in your water because you can't see them, and so you just don't realize that they're there, but they really are, and in high amounts, too. It's very scary. So this is our new page. This is the dial and how it works. So I hope that, you know, it's easy enough for everyone to understand it and be able to explain it to other people. So this is by far my favorite page, you know,
exactly.
So far.
Stefan, before we leave this page, did you have any comments or questions you wanted to interject here?
No, I think it's pretty good. This is definitely, I mean, it's quite easy to use and just show people what's happening with our water, and I think we have the right tool right there to create this awareness so that then we can move on into education about what's this bottle doing, what's the solution. So, yeah, thank you for that.
Yes, that is so good. Okay, now if we go to so tell me, let's go back, and tell me about the filter then. I mean, you have a page that kind of shows me a little bit about what makes purity so pure.
We do, and that is another great factor in why our purity filter is better than any other filter on the planet. I mean, that is very true. We have 3 different types of filters, and that's what we really wanted to demonstrate on this page is how do you tell people how great this filter is on a web page. And so, you know, they put that demonstration so we can actually try and see the different levels of this filter. You've got the Zeo sleeve here, and the zeolite is a part of this area, the part of this filter right here. And so we've got, you know, the explanation here and what it does. This one's basically to remove the heavy metals because the zeolite kind of acts, I don't know if you know what zeolite does. But it's been around for many, thousands of years, and you find it in mining areas and things like that. So it's hard to come by the zeolite, but it is definitely very cool to kill these different heavy metals. Is basically what this one is for. And as you can read here, it just spears. It acts like just a spearing technology is what it is that kills the membrane. So we have that part of it. And then we have the aquasphere. And this is silver, and, just right here, I really liked this part because it really shows, 100 years ago, silver was being used, and now it's kind of the new thing coming back around, that people are realizing silver is a great antibiotic agent. So we decided, to put a silver filter area in this part of our filter. And so this part will remove your chlorine, so your disinfectants. The other thing with this part of it is that this will keep the filter bacteria-free because it's got that silver in there, so you're not going to have any of the bacteria build up in the filter, and that's how it lasts as long as it does, is because it's not going to contain that bacteria in the filter and keep it there. And then we've got the coconut carbon filter part. I may have mixed those two up. This one is the bacteria. I'm sorry. I was reading. I was going off of the coconut, but I was reading this one. So this one is for the bacteria, algae, fungus, mold, and mildew. So that's what this one will remove. And then the coconut, this is the one that will be very beneficial too because it cleans out the chlorine, but this is the one that makes sure that the bacteria is not sticking in the filter. So that's what this one will do. So we've got your filter page here, and we demonstrate each part of the filter so that people can really understand, have a good understanding of what the filter does. We also have different, you can either go here to compare, and so we've got this page, and then if you did want to, I'm just going to go back here just to show you, on a lot of these pages you're going to see these, so you can kind of look at this, and it's the same information you're going to find over here, but then you're going to see a lot of these on the pages, and these are just to take you directly to these printable pages on our website. So these are, directly relate to the filter, so you can go here and print out what you need to. So anyway, so that's kind of the filter, and then the same will be for the bottle.
Okay, I was going to go back to the filter. Go back to that filter. And
sure.
It says compare filters. Go into that side. I want to see a little bit more there. So on that compare filters, explain this page to me so I understand it a little better.
Okay, so basically this is just a comparison of our filter and how our filter compares to the different types of your water sources. So you can see we've got our list. We always use these 4 bugs here: bacteria, protozoa, virus, and parasite. And so we just go right from the river water, and our river water is the most contaminated. And then we go to the tap water and bottled water, and then your filtered water. At least your filtered water does actually get out a lot. It'll filter out a lot of these, but not as well as Purity, because Purity is a very unique filtering system. And, with the other systems, a lot of them will, and you can see on their pages as different words that they use that are kind of red flags, and I think Fred probably has gone through a lot of this as well to demonstrate. But, so for us, this is kind of just a quick comparison page, not really doesn't really go in a lot of detail, just a quick comparison for the filter.
Yeah, well, I can see that, the water bottle has in the bacteria, it's 99.9, and then in the filter it's 99.99. So, I see where they can make some claims there. But the filter does filter out a little bit more than your tap water or your river water. But when you look at the difference between even the filtered water and the purity, with all the nines behind it, you can see why purity is a game changer there, because it really does go that extra mile.
It really is, and we're still working hard to get our numbers even higher. So that's something that we're working on and we'll continue to work on so that we can, kind of landslide with our purity, the filter. So, yeah.
Okay, so go ahead.
And sorry, I was just going to keep kind of moving forward with it and just explain, your bottle. This is really self-explanatory. Again, you've got you can print any of the reference guides here. Can't quite get to that next one, but anyway, you can those and so you're able to print any kind of tools, and that was kind of our main focus on this page as well, is to really create some tools that our reps can use, anything that they can use to help sell this bottle. That's kind of what we wanted to do here. So,
okay, what is that link that says, did you know? Learn more about the importance of water. What is that about?
Yep, so you've got another link here, and this is it just takes you to our stats page. Let's see. And so you just have, it's obvious right there, it's pretty straightforward. It's just different facts that they threw on this page.
Okay.
So it's just kind of all about water and then the bottle. And everything kind of leads to what you've got up here. So kind of any of these will take you to a page that's on the top here.
Okay.
And then we've seen this one. And then this was the other standards. And this one was just kind of fun that you can, move these and it starts to remove the bacteria in that milliliter of water. And so, and now
on
got
the
a lot
bottom,
of...
Okay, on the bottom there, on that page, same page that we were on, where you have the water, the river, the tap water, the bottled water, the filtered, and the purity. I assume that as you move the little marker across there above each of those, that's kind of that represents the tap water, the bottled water, the filter. Is that correct? Explain how that all works.
It is. This is, and it's not an exact science, obviously, so we just really wanted to make people aware of, water and the regulations in the different sources of water. So it's not going to be anything that's, exact. It's just kind of a demonstration that we wanted to show people where the standards are and kind of where purity is. And
what does the NSF mean?
NSF is I can't remember right off now, but it's the National Standard, I can't remember what it stands for, but basically they are the regulators.
Okay.
So they put the standards out there, and the one thing that's pretty, I don't know, I've been doing some research because I really have been worried about the pharmaceutical drugs in water, and I have searched, and there are, as of today, there's still no standards for removal of the pharmaceutical drugs for the NSF. So that's kind of a scary fact as well, and you'll probably see more as our website will progress. We always wanted to add things onto this page, so am
I hearing you right then, Whitney, that there is no really a standard for getting rid of the pharmaceuticals out of our drinking water?
There's not a standard in place. There is not.
Oh my goodness.
And so we don't know. The treatment facilities, they do put it. I mean, it's going through there, but as they're finding, a lot of these drugs are very difficult to remove from our water, and so it's scary. It's a real thing, and there's facts. There's actually on the next page here on the science part, I would encourage a lot of people to just go here. These are articles found of, scary things that have happened. And so I know that I put a few on here that do actually address the pharmaceutical drugs in our water system. So if you just click on just articles, then only articles will be here. And these are great articles. They really are. They're very informative. They're very scary, and they're real because this will definitely show people that there's a real problem, and it's all over. It's worldwide. And, I mean, just like this one I posted the other day, finding cocaine, spices, hormones in our water. It's very scary. It's a very scary world. So, definitely we need to carry our bottles with us. This is the media page, and so this is more, I think, Jake did this. Jake's our designer, and he designs a lot of he did all the marketing tools, just designed a lot of these things here. So,
could these be, like these pages, could these be a replacement to, let's say, maybe, are they PDF documents, those, or how do they picture? Or?
You can click on any of these, and it's going to go into your PDF. You can download the PDF here, and then you can just print off any of these documents. And these are, tools that, these are our testing procedures here. And, there's a lot of different ones. So here's some, a research guide that you can hand out if people are worried about their water. You've got your bottle, your reference guide for your bottle, quick facts. So this is really what we wanted. We wanted to be able to create some tools for the field, like I said before, just to help you sell the product, anything that you needed. And then Jake put these together, and these are banners and advertisements. So these.
So personally, I mean, tell me if that's the way you see it, but these PDF could be a backup for smartphones, tablets, because we know that the Puritii website has a lot of Flash, and Flash is not viewable on Apple products because they they just decided to ban Flash, which we can never have this kind of presentation if we were not using Flash. So this is absolutely an amazing tool. But if you're on a tablet and you want to share this information to people, what you do is you just go to the media section and you just download these documents, and then you have it in your tablet and you just can show them around.
Yes, definitely. If you download them right to your iPad, your tablet, then you'll have them right there that you can pull up. So that's definitely an option, that you can use to bring these up. And I know that Ollie is our web designer, and he has just worked extremely hard on this website. And so I know that he has been working on putting this onto your iPad and your phones, having it, be available so that our reps can use it. But I think that's a great backup plan, is just to download these on there for your marketing tools. And so we'll continue to add things on here. And, I really encourage the field, because you guys are really the ones out there selling. And if there are things that you would like us to, add, if you have any ideas that would be helpful with tools, definitely, submit them, call me or email me, and we'll be more than happy to, create more tools here for the field, because it's all for you guys, and we want you to be successful. So any ideas, please send them in. And then we also have our news section right over here, and this, we really want to encourage people to, send in their photos and their videos of them with purity, and we've had a lot of great people send in their videos. It's very cool to watch these videos. So I like to post as much as I can, and so I also encourage you to just send those in to me, and I will be happy to post them, go through and post them. And also, we want to start doing something where the reps can win different purity items. So whoever is drinking, the scariest place using their purity bottle in a, crazy place will win a purity T-shirt or something. So we really want to start having some contests and promotions, and so really this is incentive for you guys to send in your videos and your pictures and that. So please just send in, what you have, and could be a winner. We're still kind of working on that, but we're going to go through these and pick winners soon. So,
Whitney, I know that there's some place in here there, I've heard people talk about it, where it has a comparison of what my water is in my state. Where would I find that on this site?
Your water in what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
In your state. And don't you have a chart that...
Yeah, we do.
Where do I find that?
Okay, so you're going to go into standards, and it's just right here. Hold on. Got something popping up in my way. Okay, there we go. So this is the EWG website, and this is where you can go in and just find out what's in your water, and then you can go into your filtering guide. But you can put in your zip code here. No, I don't think that's it.
And in the meantime, Whitney, do you know, I can see people are having questions, and is there a place, do they call just a regular line at the home office, or is there someone that can answer them with specific technical question? Like, just for example, someone was asking, does the bottle filter the vitamins and minerals so we don't have any vitamins or actually minerals in the water? Some other were pharmaceutical. All right, do purity removes the pharmaceuticals in the water? All kinds of questions like these. So is there a place, because I know those questions are going to come up and there's going to be, many more. So where should they call for those type of answers?
Well, the best way is to email. If they can submit questions anywhere on here, well, not anywhere. I'm not sure where it is on here, but there should be a place where they can submit their questions. But I can even give you my email. But the best way is going to be through email. If you have questions or anything, just send it to me, and then what I will do is just research everything and then respond back to those questions. So my email address is just whitney.nelson, N-E-L-S-O-N, @ARIIX.com. And so I would just encourage everyone to just email with any questions that they have.
Hey, can you say that again, Whitney? What is your email address?
It's Whitney, so it's WHITNEY .Nelson, N-E-L-S-O-N, @ARIIX.com. And so, there are a few places on here, but you can some comment places on the pages if you go into the articles or the news section. But, yeah, I think probably the best way is just to send it directly to me instead of going through here and posting your comments.
And so one of the recommendations, and I think that's really good, we should have a fact page, right, FAQ, and so people can ask their questions, and then, yes, they can send them to you, but probably if you see questions coming in that are repetitive, let's put up a FAQ page, and that could definitely be helpful. The other one is, could we provide a troubleshoot page, like it's a filter? All right, that's that. That's the fact. Also, yeah, on how to set up the bottle for first-time users. So that could be interesting.
Okay, we can do that. There is the instructions that come in the box. Is that should be in there, but we can post it if we. Let's see here.
You know what?
Probably
I would definitely record. Yeah, I would definitely record a small, quick video just to show people. Here's how to, put this up. All right, you take the straw, and if it's. I know the new straws are cut in angle, right?
They are, yes.
Because I got my new filters, and I had two straw, one white and one transparent. So the white is, I think the white is smaller, or anyway, so we could see that now there's the size of the straw. So we could say all of this. We could say now the filter comes with two straws, and the reason is because one straw is for the, the longer, the stainless steel bottle, and the other one for the plastic one. And here you see it's an angle because it's going to, suck water through it. But there are still people who have the old filter, and the straw is not cut an angle, and they're struggling through, sucking through the straw there. So
yeah,
I think that could be helpful. It's not could be a simple, quick video, even if it's in-house. I mean.
Yeah, I really like that idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. So I'm going to write that down, and then we can get that and probably post it in the bottle area, or it might be on the video page, actually, if we do a video. So, yeah, great idea. Thank you.
Good. Someone's asking, is there an update on the Buy Now feature? Guys, it's coming up. I know that I've been receiving examples of what they're working on, and it's going to be pretty sharp. So when exactly, I don't know. I know it's pretty quick, pretty close to launching, but you should see that very soon.
Yep, I couldn't have said it better myself.
All right. So let's see if there's other questions. I have people that have a challenge with the first-time users wondering if the flow is correct or not. Some express that they are not used to sucking water. So how do we explain what the flow should be like if it is working correctly, like drinking a smoothie or a milkshake or yeah, I don't know. I mean, I haven't experienced that problem except the first time I put the straw at the bottom and I was really sucking hard, and then I just cut an angle and it worked. So, I don't know. Do you have any recommendation with it?
Well, I think when people experience that, the hard section is really because they need to understand this is a little filter, and it's filtering out, excuse me, it's working hard. It's filtering out a lot, and that's why the suction is what it is because it's at that slow rate. It's filtering out all the contaminants that are in the water. But the more you use it, the easier it becomes, and also when you cut it at that angle, that's when, it's really going to help. And now, as Stefan said, we're sending them out with that already, and so that shouldn't create too much of a problem.
I think a lot of people maybe have never used a filtered bottle, and so they think it's just like drinking out of a water bottle, a plastic bottle. So they pour it up, and it pours out, and it flows. You know, you don't suck. It just flows into your mouth. And so I notice a lot of people, when they start using the water bottles, they tip them up to drink out of them instead of just leaving them down. You know, I did, or leaving them just down flat and sucking. And then I realized that my sucking is what is bringing that water up. It's not gravity flowing down, you know, like I tip the bottle up and the water pours out. So I think that it's a mindset that we've gotten used to drinking out of plastic bottles so much, or cups, that the water just, the gravity pulls it out. But no, you are the suction there. And so it is a little stronger.
Right. Yep. You're exactly right, Arlene. You know, we've seen that in some of the videos that have been sent in with people trying to tip it up. But, yeah, it's not like a regular bottled water, and so that's what we have to remember. Is just keeping it down is all you have to do. Just keep the bottle just like you know, anything else, and then you just basically suck and it'll just come through that way instead of, you don't have to tip it.
Well, it's kind of like sipping through any straw. You know, when I drink anything out and I use a straw to sip it, yeah, I don't care what kind of fluid it is in there, I do have to suck on that, and I don't think it's very hard to suck because I know it's going to be a little tiny straw that I'm sucking through, so I've got the mindset that I'm sucking through a straw. And I think that's the kind of the mindset we have to introduce people to, is that we're going to be sucking through a straw. And then that changes how they're going to think the flow comes.
Definitely. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So Ellen says, tell people it's like a child's sippy cup.
Yes.
Well, it's exactly, you know, the child's sippy cup, well, I guess there's different ones, but the one that I'm thinking of, you would still tip it, and this one you don't tip.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly like the child's sippy cup unless there are other ones out there that are just a straw, and that's definitely possible.
Yeah. So as far as, I've got a couple questions, how long does the filter last? And it's not on the amount of water that flows through. That can be an indicative, especially if you put really, really dirty water. Of course, the filter is going to clog, you know, much faster. But really, it's about and tell me if I'm wrong with me. What I got is that it's because of the ingredients like the zeolite and all of these ingredients, and there are the things that are active in there. What's happening is they last for a certain period of time, like 2 months. Is that right about this? Is that how I perceived it?
That is correct. It's about 56 days is what the lifespan is on these filters. And yeah, if you're putting stuff through it, I mean, we've had some people putting, other products in it. It's not going to last if you're putting, to demonstrate soda or orange juice and things like that. It will not work. So it is designed just for water. So, that if you can just put water in it, then it's going to last a lot longer. And, I would say, I think I saw something pop up to just ask when is what's an indicator of when you switch it out. And like I said, we really want to tell people that to just stick to that 56 days. That's the best time. And usually at the end, you're probably going to experience a little bit more difficulty in the suction, and that is a good indicator of it's time to change your filter out.
Yeah. And one thing also is the silver breaks down and doesn't kill bacteria after 56 days. And so that's
correct.
One of the main things. All right, so the silver in it is no longer killing the bacteria. And so that's the other reason. Good. Well, I don't know about you, Arlene, but I think we've got pretty much what we needed to cover. Is that right?
I think so. I think it's been wonderful. Whitney, this has been fabulous. I love your microscope page. That is so wonderful. Thank you for working on it. I know you've been talking about it for, 2 or 3 months. You said, I can't wait, because you have been so excited about it. Now I can understand why. I mean, when I saw those bugs coming up there, I got nauseated to think that those things I'm drinking them and putting them in my tummy. So Thank you for all that great information. I think it's wonderful. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you, both of you, for having me on. And, you know, it's been fun. It's fun to talk about it because it's a passion, and I really enjoy it. You know, it's kind of weird to say, but, you know, I really do enjoy researching and finding out more, and it's been a lot of fun. So thank you for letting me talk a little bit about the product I've been working on. It's been great.
Oh, we thank you.
Thank you very much for that. You've done a great job, and I can see that I can easily use this website to present. I mean, it's a powerful tool. You've done a lot of effort and a lot of work in there, and so we want to thank you for that. And we certainly look forward for all of the other things you're going to add to it. I know you keep on working, and anyway, we'll be on the lookout for what's next. But already, I mean, we can use this much more, you know, in a much better way to present to our prospects. So thank you for that.
You know what I like about it that I didn't know is that you can pull up the PDF files and print them out. What a wonderful thing to put in your toolbox. I have a binder that I have plastic sheets, and I have different things that I printed out in it, and I'm going to print these out now and put that in part of my Purity section, because what a helpful, I want to go through and highlight some of that, but also I want to share it with others. That is so exciting.
Yeah, that is great. We have great tools, you know, on the website. So I'm glad that we can do that. And like I said, if there's any other, you know, tools or anything you'd like to see, then just let me know.
Okay, good.
Great. Thank you very much, Whitney.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So what we'll do here is we'll just, Whitney, you can, I mean, either you leave the screen or you just leave it like that. We just got to